Hello, everyone. We are here, and here we are, and once again, it is finally time for the long-awaited return of Outer Wilds with Jane. She will be with us in just a moment. She was just getting a quick shower in and everything before the stream, so she will be with us shortly, and I think she's as excited as I am, which is good. I gave her a quick recap based off of what I remembered that we did in the by the end of the previous stream, I suppose. And she should be fairly caught up to date. She'll probably have questions, need to remember what she was doing, where she was going, but she's at least more prepared than she would have been if we just went in blind after not having played the game since May. So apologies for that. It has been quite hectic and there's been just so much going on, but it's going to be good to be back regardless. They ain't gonna get themselves. Hell yeah, caffeine. I'm eating dinner here in a second, getting the Game Boys I fixed ready for sale. Nice, Light. Very nice. Very, very nice. Hoi, Navi. Hello, hello. Finally got a replacement fridge today, so nice having a working one again. How long were you going without one? It's been like a couple weeks, right? Also, it's like a really nice brand new fridge too. Wasn't expecting that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, it's to the landlord's benefit to have a good fridge in there, right? That'll be a good selling point for the future if and when you ever move out. So if it needs to be replaced anyway, it is the wise decision to spend on a nice one. So Return of the Jane, the Queen returns. Hell yeah. Wet hair Jane, wet hair Jane. Good evening. Hello, Baka. Those Game Boys look great. Yeah, they really do. They came out really, really good. It was like 3 weeks. Good lord. Despite yesterday's disaster, I am here to listen. Yesterday's disaster? What happened? Prospect of a Jane stream gives me power. Apparently just hit my highest max rep so far on hammer presses. Hell yeah, dude. What's the recce? What'd you do? Tell us, tell us, tell us, tell us. I'm living vicariously through you. I haven't been back to the gym in a while. But now that I've got my car nominally sort of kind of repaired, and I feel safe driving it anywhere, I can start going to the gym fairly regularly again. Looking to get it fixed, but would have cost more for parts than just buying a new fridge. Oh yeah, fair, fair. Got rear-ended a red light, but I survived. Well, good. I'm glad that you survived, Baka. How's your vehicle? Is it okay? Did it survive? Or will you be acquiring a new vehicle in the same way that Canada acquired a new fridge? Also, whenever you would like to take the hot seat, darling, by all means. There's a Jane. She's moisturizing, which I need to start doing more as well. With the heat being on sometimes, just that cool fall Pennsylvania air. I'm getting very dry, very uncomfortable. Forgot how pretty this image is. I have good taste. You do indeed. You absolutely do indeed, Fine. And I still, to this day, appreciate you putting it together. Jane, says Canada. Oh, sorry, Trixie. Moist Jane, moist Jane. My record, not anything crazy, relatively speaking. 6 reps, 30-pound dumbbells. Hell yeah, dude. Absolutely, hell yeah, that's awesome. If it's a record for you, it's crazy. Fuck yeah. Mostly okay, I hope. I have, however, lost access to the trunk. Yeah, I can imagine how that would go down. I'm assuming that you're getting compensated for this so that necessary repairs can be made, I would hope. Caffeine also with the Jane, but a little hard on the end. Oy, oy, oy. Well, I hope you're able to get that all sorted out, dude. I've certainly dealt with my fair share of not my fault car incidents. There was the time in college when I was driving Jane to evening class, and I think I've told you guys this story before. We were stopped at an intersection, and a guy who was leaving work wasn't really paying attention, and he turned into our lane. It was like a two-way street. But fully into our lane, going probably 35, and just head-on collisioned us, just straight up. We're fortunate in that like, we weren't moving, so there wasn't added force, but still, it was not fun. Told by the insurance company that it'd be fully covered. Good, it better be. We're playing Super Mario Wonder like every other streamer, and then Spider-Man 2, right? Yeah, absolutely. Yep, definitely 2 games that I'm very interested in. It can be. It's unopened. Okay. Tom, did I put Jane in the basement again? No, she's right there. Also, we don't have a basement. Feel bad for the other driver, though, because he's in high school. Oh, yeah, that's rough, dude. That's rough. That's why premiums are high for high schoolers, man. Hopefully he's okay, and it's just a learning experience for him. Been in more accidents than most people my age. Yeah, you've experienced some shit with that light. I remember you telling the stories. Tom, you love Mario. Listen, Mario is great. That's what he said. Mario. But yeah, I love Mario as much as the next guy, but it's not my preferred way to spend my time, you know? Put it that way. Only like once it was my fault. Yeah. And good. Better that it be less your fault than more. Expensive learning experience, though. Oh, well, yeah, of course, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, right? All right, darling. Shall I pass the hot seat over to you?
Sure.
Alrighty. Headset is here. I'm assuming you want your tissues. Yes. Jane always puts tissues on because she's using my headset rather than her own. She sometimes does it with hers as well, but she puts tissues on the headpieces so as to not have her face get sweaty and greasy, I guess, from wearing it.
Do you guys know how dirty these things are? They're very dirty.
Jane is very clean. You are, darling. You're very welcome.
Oh, it's warm.
Well, yes, I was sitting in the chair.
Oh my god.
And I'm me, so I'm a human space heater.
Okay.
All right.
Get this on my head.
As with observation duty, we will be using chat on my phone. You can pull it. Oh, God. Jane is really struggle busting with the headset right now. Looks good, but I'm also in no rush to get it right now. Oh, yeah, for sure. I even felt bad for the rich kid who crashed her dad's super expensive car to the expensive private school's entrance. Well, I mean, yeah, you can feel bad for people. Like, no one's saying you can't. Not gonna get another round of random kisses, are we, Tom?
Who's giving you kisses?
I think I was making some sort of a noise, like an exasperated noise, and it sounded like kisses to chat, I believe.
Oh my god.
Welcome back, Queen. We missed you.
Oh, thank you.
What am Jane remember? Well, I was telling you that we went over it a little bit the other day to be a reminder for you. There is the game, by the way.
Yes.
If for some reason you can't see the game, let me know, chat, but you should be fine. It'll pop up on my phone in a second as well. There it is. Hello, Jane. Welcome back, even though you were back earlier this week, but hello!
Hello! I still like being greeted.
Missed the observation duty stream. This is the first time I've heard Jane in a long time.
Oh,
That's true.
Caffeine.
That's true. The observation duty stream was a lot of fun. It was very nice. Also, not hello, Jane. Yes, what do you remember, darling? Also, you may as well get the game loading since it takes a minute sometimes.
So, I remember meeting Solemnum. And I remember...
Here, I can bring the seat up for you. So you
Thank you.
Forward. You might have to stand a little bit.
Oh.
Just brace
Okay.
your little feet.
Okay.
Yes, you're laying down currently.
No.
Put your feet on the ground and push up.
How?
Oh my god. You with your legs. What do you mean, how?
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, time to relearn how to play.
Yes.
What else do I remember? So meeting Solemnum, being next to the Eye of the Universe, learning all the quantum mechanics things, and that's about it.
We got to the vessel.
The vessel in the bramble.
Yep. You have found the coordinates for the eye, but don't really know what to make of that or how to utilize it.
Right, because I can't get to it.
Right, because it's like super far away.
Right.
You were investigating the Black Hole Forge, but I don't believe you got into it. Also, let me do this so the chat can probably hear me better. All right. That should probably be better for you, chat. And I feel like that's the major beats. Obviously, there's stuff with the Stranger as well, but we're worrying about base game stuff at the moment. We're thinking we'd probably get Jane through the main ending, and then we can go finish the Stranger.
Yeah.
Since the Stranger might still take a little while.
It's been a while.
Titanium Legman, you let your soul guide you to the path of happiness to achieve what you're doing. Don't let anybody tether you, even at your worst. You are amazing. Have a nice day. Stay safe and enjoy life. It's been a very long time since we got a nice motivational message from Black Prism. It's good to see you again, my friend. And same to you. Same to you. Keep living your best life, dude. It's always very heartening to see you pop in and leave some motivational messages.
I like that.
Caffeine says, I was having a shaky mental health day and not really up to an interactive stream that night, unfortunately. Of course, nothing wrong with that. Totally understandable. Doing much better now, though. Getting back to the gym has helped a lot. Exactly,
It does. It boosts those good chemicals.
And what was happening fine was I was trying to, like, lift the chair up a bit. You know, like hydraulic chair, you can move up and down. But Jane didn't seem to understand the concept of put her feet on the floor and, like, lift herself so that the chair could go up rather than her weight pushing it down.
Wasn't that simple?
Also still has more of the Stranger to explore. Yes, exactly. That's kind of what we were thinking, like, get through the base game, see the ending, and then go back and finish the Stranger, since there's more Stranger left at this point than base game, for the most part.
So, I gotta go back to, what was it called? The place in the...
Yes.
In here? Place in here?
Oh, if you're talking about the Black Hole Forge.
Forge.
Yeah, that is there.
It's still a question mark.
It is, because you've not actually gotten into it. You've been able to see it,
Oh.
but getting into it has been the challenge.
Okay.
So you'd kind of been, if I remember correctly anyway, I think you'd been using the black hole at the center of the planet to try and, like slingshot your way into it.
Yes.
And it wasn't quite working, but you were getting closer. And then we stopped playing for
6 months.
May to June, June to July, July to August, August, September, September to October. Yeah, like 5 months.
Jeez, has it really been almost half a year?
Yes, it really has.
That's messed up.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
Baka says, imagine your feet touching the floor when you sit.
Imagine it.
And then just go in reverse.
How do I lock to things again?
It's probably broken again. Yeah, go to options.
Trixie, no.
Is she trying to yump?
She's trying to
over
yump.
here.
No, don't yump.
She's over here. She's going underneath me. Yeah, and then it's... Yeah, there. Trixie, you want to go under the blanket, maybe?
Okay, now... I don't...
So now it should be left stick.
Yeah, but, I don't know what I'm locking onto. Oh, okay. Remember, it tells me when I do that.
Remember, chat, literally 5 months. Slack must be provided. Music in this is so nostalgic, even though I've never played it myself. I know. There's just... It just has that effect on you. It's nostalgic from, like, the first time you open it, just because it's that, like, lonely banjo. It's so good.
Can you put a pillow behind my back?
I can.
Thank you.
Nope, sorry.
Thank you. Oh, that's a lot of pillow.
It's just a pillow.
Yeah.
Looking forward to finishing this game in 2022. Listen, man, that's why I said to Jane, the playlist is called, like, Outer Wilds Blind in 2022 or whatever, but it's 2023. We have to finish it before it becomes 2024. It must be done. Buckle up, Pop-Tarts, indeed. Fine, indeed. Your very own stream memes.
I have my own stream memes. No.
Along with ship, ship, and oh. All
right. No, those days are over, chat.
With the
Yeah,
days.
I'm very serious about this now.
Ah, of course.
And I'm gonna be a very competent pilot and explorer. Shit. Okay, there we go.
Very serious. Very serious.
Very serious. Very serious.
What will happen first? Finishing Outer Wilds or Metroid Prime 4? Taking bets. Boy, you know, I'm not, just because of our track record, I'm not going to make any snarky comments at the expense of Metroid Prime 4. I'm just gonna let it ride. Flashlight Pliss says fine. There you go. Oh, very serious, very serious.
Very serious.
Jane is now seriously serious.
Yes.
Serious Jane mode. Serious mode engaged.
I don't remember how to get in it.
Find a hole in the crust, and you bust on in. Yes, very low gravity here, so.
Yes.
Because you found it before and it's just been 5 months, there was a shortcut. There is a shortcut entrance in the water flow on, I believe, the North Pole?
North Pole.
I believe, which I think is to your left.
It's the red one, right?
I should be, yeah, if I'm remembering correctly.
Because up means red and down means blue, of course.
Yep. Up hot, down cold, North Pole hot, South Pole cold? That's not how that works at all. Yes, that should be the area there. God. Oh! Oh! Serious mode. Serious.
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 Very serious.
Serious injuries.
I'm fine.
Serious internal hemorrhaging.
Serious internal hemorrhaging.
I mean, what will release first? Half-Life 3 or Jane finishing Outer Wilds? What will release first? The genealogy of the Holy War remake or the ending of Outer Wilds for Jane? Listen, Jane, so long as you finish the DLC before Ella finishes the DLC. Since he hasn't played it in... When did the DLC come out, chat? A year and a half ago? About that long. If he beats it before you, it'll be very sad.
That'd be appropriate for a spooky month if I get to it.
True. I mean, if we stream consistently on Tuesdays, that gives us one more Tuesday.
Oh, hole in the ground, found it.
There you go. In fact, that would be Halloween.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah. Like, do we have any? We don't have any Halloween plans, do we?
I have to go out with my friend.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
What are you guys being for Halloween? Don't disappoint me.
This is very serious. Remember,
Please.
serious mode, Jane. She's very seriously asking you what you're being for Halloween.
Very seriously. I don't care that we're all adults here.
At least you know Jane will finish Outer Wilds before Yandere Simulator ever gets done. Isn't that because the Yandere dev is going to jail or something? That's, I mean...
What happened?
I don't know. I just heard that, like, that project is even more dead than it already was. Here.
Thank you.
Stop hitting the pop shield.
Trying to scratch an itch.
Yeah, I mean, Jane was going to finish Outer Wilds before, like, the Yandere game came out, like, normally. Now, especially. Genealogy coming 2026. At this point, I would not be surprised. Don't celebrate Halloween, but I was at the Ren Fair this past weekend as a wizard. Hey!
Nice.
There you go.
Oh.
What Ren Fair? Was it tuxedo? Oh god, Jane, please.
I'm trying really hard.
So this is one of the core issues at play here. So it's like, this is how you get to the Black Hole Forge. But the Black Hole Forge entrance is kaput. So we need to find an alternate way to get into the Black Hole Forge. It's been a while, says Quantum Blur. Indeed it has, Quantum Blur. Approximately 5 months, as a matter of fact.
I've aged so many years in those 5 months.
Yes, Jane and I have actually been in the event horizon of the black hole. Actually, no, that would be in the chat age.
Yeah,
not
right,
us.
right. Is this walkable? No.
No. Do you remember where the black hole forge is?
Okay.
Warmer, getting cooler. Yeah, down there.
Okay.
And yeah, it's that thing. So the idea
Oh.
is there was a control room on one of these levels. You could flip a switch and it would move up. But then we still couldn't get to it because
Yes.
the walking elevator is inoperable.
Okay.
King Richard's Fair in Carver, Massachusetts. Oh, okay, awesome. Went to see Jacques the Vipper. Interesting.
Huh?
I don't know who that is, but apparently caffeine is consumed with envy, so this is a notable figure. Trees detected. Oxygen tank refilled. What if you just had like an annoying Fee-esque AI, like that read everything whenever it was happening?
So much rage.
No, serious.
Shut up,
There's
Fee.
no rage. There's no rage. Only serious. For Halloween, I don't know. I wasn't expecting to have it in the day off of work, so I didn't really plan anything.
Who's that?
Well, clearly, you do a impromptu closet cosplay of the main character from Disco Elysium, and then you stream yourself playing Disco Elysium while dressed as the main character of Disco Elysium.
Yes.
Boom. Got it. Got there. You can take that idea free of charge. Started playing a new gacha game. Unfortunately, it's owned by Tom's favorite Korean company. Oh, God. Nexon. Oh, God. You know, Jacques will send you a clip to watch later. Oh, please do.
Ooh. Trixie, why? Every time. She licking me now? To ask for forgiveness, I guess. Here, lay down. Go ahead. I'll just adjust. Don't worry. I will accommodate you.
Here.
Go ahead, lay down now. You're gonna just look at me, right?
Just cat things.
Lay down.
He's internet famous? Okay, gotcha. That's actually incredible. What's my idea? You joke, but I might actually at least try a Harry the Boy cosplay or costume. Yeah, man. Go for it.
I'd watch the shit out of that.
Hell yeah. Like do a full-on goth look and go to the local drag bar. I don't know. Hey, whatever works for you, dude.
Trixie, please lay down. Okay, you're sitting. You're halfway there.
Yes, she has successfully sat. This is progress. I love the music in this area.
It's very nice. You can't even hear it.
I can hear it vaguely
Oh.
from the headset. Very vaguely.
Okay.
But I remember enough of it. It's that Blue Archive game that gets all the fan art. The story's actually pretty good so far. Blue Archive. I'm sure I would recognize some of the characters from them being plastered all over every social media site, but I don't actually know who's from what. Is the Jane creepy or wet, says Quantum Blur. Well, she's soggy. She was in the shower not too long ago. This is definitely a
Yes.
reference to something, but I don't remember what.
Creepy or wet?
One of my friends said would get you arrested in Australia. I mean, when it comes to video games, that's less of a noteworthy event in Australia than pretty much anywhere else. Wet hair Jane, wet hair Jane.
Yeah, my hair is very wet at the moment.
4 sets of lat raises, the workout app is trying to kill me. Just imagine it's G1 Michigan from Armored Core 6 yelling at you in like a drill sergeant nasty way, but with that undercoating of like he actually cares about you because he like remembers your name and your goals. and he's just trying to whip you into shape. And then just go and do it.
Hope you're comfortable, Trixie.
God, that would be awesome if you get, like, the voice actor from Michigan to, like, record a bunch of motivational quotes that you can, like, loop when you're at the gym. Holy shit. That would be incredible.
Okay, that's far.
It's that green text story written by an AI about a guy going to a gym and asking the employee there if the gym is creepy or wet. Oh! Right.
Huh?
I vaguely remember reading that. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like an AI green text thing, and like...
Oh, it's an AI green text.
Yes. That's why the AI came up with the guy asking the question, is the gym creepy or wet? Because it didn't know what the fuck it was saying.
So there's a switch, huh?
Yes. Do you want me to remind you of where?
Please.
Okay. I figured, chat, because she's discovered this stuff before, and it's just the distance of time that has made it fade from her mind, like she's a hollow in the lands between.
Wait, what?
Elden Ring, Dark Souls.
Yeah, but you combined them.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
It's all Soulsborne.
That's fine.
So hop down onto that platform. If you can, without falling into the black hole. Remember, you do have a jetpack.
I know, I like watching him squat, though.
Serious, Jane. Serious.
Okay, fine. Let's go.
Alright. So then, where the elevator is, yeah, over there.
Elevator.
I call it an elevator, but it's the horizontal walking stones. It's the Nomai equivalent of an elevator in this place. And then you climb up, and on one of the platforms there'll be a set of stairs. You were looking at it at one point. That goes down. I don't remember which floor, so just check each one. That you literally just walk past one. There you go.
Set of stairs that goes where?
That goes down. So, it wouldn't be that. It might be up one more. Have I seen the new magic stuffs? Which one? There's so many, and only about 5% of it is actually related to magic anymore. Okay, it must be up one more.
How do you remember any of this, really?
I mean, oh god, it's not. Okay, where the fuck? There is... Yeah, go over to the side and, like, look up and down and all around. Because there's, like, it's a little, like, alcove. Is it down there? If you go over here and look down, like, down the cliff to the right, there should be a little... Yeah, that room.
There?
Yeah, that there.
That there.
Yeah. Yeah, that little, like, glass-looking enclosure. Big boost. Okay. No shattered ankles today. I knew it was around here somewhere. And then, yeah, there's stairs right there. Yeah.
Ah. Oh, look at this. Oh. Shiny.
Yep. And then you activate
Aha,
the orb
yeah, I
thing.
remember
Yeah. And then it comes up. There we go. And it should go zoom. And then the question is, okay, well, we brought it out of the black hole, but how do we get into it?
Oh.
That's the next step.
I think I can't remember where I was at that point, trying to get into that thing.
Right, this is where you're, like, doing the slingshot maneuver, sort of.
Yeah. Okay.
How they follow different lores. How could you? Because I've played them all, and I know that they follow different lores. And for a new gym, ask the receptionist, is their gym creepy or wet? She doesn't understand. Pull out an illustrated diagram explaining what is creepy and what is wet. She laughs and says, it's a good gym, sir. Buy a membership. It's wet. Yep, there you go. That's it.
Okay.
Right, so there's that path up there.
I see it. Okay.
So how do we get to that path?
Oh. Because that was broken, so.
Right. So that's presumably walkie stones up there, so you don't just fall.
Like a freaking lizard.
Seriously, yeah. But, like, how do we get to the walkie stones?
Video of the lizard from yesterday.
Oh my god, yeah, that lizard was hysterical. If you can find that again, you'll have to send it to me so I can post it in the Discord for chat. It's just ultimate chaos lizard.
Trixie. She's inching her way off the side.
Yep. Yeah, she likes to stretch her head out and dangle it off the side underneath the arm of the chair for some reason.
So cute. Oh boy, I'm gonna...
There's trees around.
Yeah.
3 minutes of oxygen remaining. Begins hyperventilating. 20 seconds later. 2 minutes of oxygen remaining.
Okay.
Saw that thing on Twitter today, the Fortnitification of magic. Yeah. Yeah.
That's broken.
It's unfortunately extremely true. Realistically, the only crossover thing that they've done in all of Magic that I actually liked, and I think they did pretty well. Granted, I haven't looked too closely at a lot of the stuff because it doesn't interest me, but the Warhammer 40k decks were actually really cool. But that's about it. You're never alone when there are trees. Caffeine druid over here. Mechanically, the Doctor Who decks are very interesting. I bet they are. You have to reverse the polarity.
Yeah, but it didn't take me up.
You gotta jump.
Oh.
There you go. I'm sure they are, but it's just like, I don't play Magic for Doctor Who. You know? Is Yump the new thing? Oh, Yump's been a thing, dude.
Yump.
I guess maybe we just haven't said it on stream much, but yeah, Jane and I say Yump a lot.
My Dragoon's the Yump.
Trixie is going to Yump onto you. Yumping. Magic still takes its in-house IP very seriously. The Fortnitification is purely additive, so it's mostly whatever in my book. Yeah, but like, that doesn't change the fact that then people are like playing with those cards, and like, I'm encouraged to put those cards in my deck if they're good and like fit mechanically, but it's like they're not Magic, so it feels wrong to me. Hello, I like your tactics videos. Congratulations on the sub goal. Thank you, Shop708. Very much appreciated. Thanks for stopping in.
Oh, we about to die.
Oh, is it that time?
Yeah, it's that time.
Well, now you know where you need to go at least. That'll make the next loop even more productive.
But I have to put the thing back, the elevator back again.
You will, but you know how to get here quickly now.
Fair, but can I remember how to get the elevator?
I mean, I think you can. And you'll have me in chat to guide you.
You might overestimate my memory.
You'll have chat and I to guide you. But yeah, Shop, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy the tactics videos. I love making them. They're an absolute joy. So, I hope you're enjoying not just them, but the game as well.
Trixie's grooming me.
Of course she is. She's probably licking the lotion off your arm.
I think so. You probably shouldn't lick that. You probably shouldn't lick that lotion. There you go.
Just push her head down and away. Guys haven't said it on stream, but it's been 5 months, so yeah, exactly. Waiting for the Cosmere crossover that I'll grudgingly spend money on because I'm a Brandon Sanderson simp. Yeah, I'm surprised that there hasn't been more Brandon Sanderson stuff to this point. Kelsier was in fucking Fortnite, so I don't know who Kelsier is, but what?
I think I understand.
What, the Forge?
Yeah.
Better hurry.
I can hear it. Oh. Nope.
Well, you clearly had some sort of an idea going on, which I like,
Yeah.
so what was your thought process?
Get in from the top.
I see.
From the top.
I see.
Yeah.
You'll have to try it. Magic's always been summoning a Sarah Angel to fight Ali from Cairo, so it's never been purely cohesive to me anyway. But it's their weird multiverse, right? Like, it's one thing when they're like, we've got all these different worlds that take all these inspirations from fantasy things and real world things or whatever, and like, we put it together in our weird way with the Planeswalkers, and there being certain rules that each of the worlds follow, like the rules of mana and all that type of stuff. Like, that's fine. If that's the way they want to build their world, cool. It's when you take things that have absolutely no cohesion with it whatsoever and just mash it in there for the sake of Fortnite-ification that I'm like, nah, I'm good. Brando Sando might not ever happen, given the way Watsy disrespected his wishes by trying to monetize Children of the Nameless. I don't know what any of that means, but yeah, fair. I don't remember I don't remember these on-screen controls being here in the past. Were they always here?
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder why I don't remember that. Probably just tuned it out over time. Hey all, what are we playing today? We are playing Outer Wilds, John Core. It is a space exploration game, but unlike something like Starfield that is like huge and has bazillions of trillions of worlds, this is one small, very well put together solar system. And you're trying to solve a mystery. And that's all I'll say about it for now. Patch made him clearer. Maybe that's what it is, yeah. There's something about it that was different, but I couldn't figure out quite what. Thank you, Quantum Player. You don't think that famed metalhead impersonator Joven is fit to fight Emrakul mano a mano? Yeah, you know. Like every new Warner Bros. Movie that shoehorns in all their licenses. Yeah, it's all that type of stuff. It's like... There's nothing wrong with a good crossover. Like, I like crossover stuff. It's just when that seems to be, like, the most important thing that everyone is doing, like the new hotness, it becomes way less special way too quickly. And I like crossovers, like, within IP. Like, it's cool when you have, like, a big crossover event in comics, right? And, like, a bunch of heroes who, yeah, exist in the same world but never really interact come together for some reason. That's fun. Or, like, when you have things like, say, like, anniversary specials of, I don't know if they've ever actually even done this, but something like Gundam, right? Where you have, like, all the major characters come together to do something or whatever. Like, that type of stuff is cool. It just gets weirder when it's a bunch of characters who literally know nothing about each other and exist completely outside of any sort of continuity that includes each other. That it becomes harder to make fit in my mind. Back in 2018, Brandon Sanderson wrote a magic novella called Children of the Nameless, set on Innistrad and introduced the planeswalker Davriel. Oh, okay. The deal was that he would write the novella for Magic as long as they keep it available for free on their website. About 2 years later, they took the novella page down and tried to publish physical copies. Ah, I see, I see. Gotcha. Marvel and DC's Amalgam Universe is pretty cool. I don't know what that is, but... Hi, hello, Shimia.
Oh, Shimia.
Good to see you. Been a while. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Jane is searching for the secret entrance. I think it's on that side, right?
Yeah, it might be.
You hear Yoshi P is crossing over with Naoki Yoshida, FF14, FF16. Yes, the fabled crossover. That Yoshi P was like, I'm going to have to ask the producer of the other product if this is something we could do. Switches the mic to his other hand. Yes, I think we can do it.
Hold.
It's right around here somewhere. I know this to be true.
Hold.
There it is. Yeah, did you see that, Jane? They were doing like some big FF14 like live play, like Final Fantasy Fan Fest thing.
No.
And like all the devs were there, and like a lot of the voice actors from FF16 and stuff were there, and FF7 remake and everything.
I didn't see this.
Yeah, and they did a raid live on stage with like Yoshi P and all the dev cast and everything. And the original creator of Final Fantasy, who made like all the like the original games and everything, was playing with them. And he decided to troll Yoshi P. He was playing a healer, and he used the rescue ability to pull Yoshi P into a hole so his character died. He was losing his mind. Everyone's like, next patch incoming. Removed Savior as an ability. I think what makes a crossover not bad to me is if it's very clearly made with love for both properties. Well, yeah, I mean, that definitely makes it better, but it's like... Again, the way I am, I'm enjoying a set thing and its world and everything for that world and its thing and everything. So that's why I say, like, I'm not playing Magic for Doctor Who. Not because I have anything against Doctor Who. I like what I've watched of Doctor Who. But I'm not going to Magic for Doctor Who, you know? So it's like, I don't want those flavors to mix. I don't want that, that tuna with my peanut butter, you know? Exactly. That's what it feels like to me.
Gross.
Amalgam Universe was a series of comics printed under the Amalgam Comics Company that used characters heavily inspired by and a mix of heroes and villains from the Marvel and DC universes. Oh, cool. I didn't know that anything like that ever existed. That's sick.
There you go.
Game Boys are up and ready to go. Mind if I link the listings in the self-promo channel? Of course. You don't even have to ask. Anything that you do that you want to put in the self-promo channel, you do it, man. That's what it's there for. Absolutely. 40K, LOTOR, and Doctor Who stuff works so well, in my opinion, because the people who made it very clearly love the property they're putting on cardboard. And, I mean, I agree, absolutely. The one that I have any experience with is the 40K one, and I do think that they were done very, very well. It's just, like, I see that, and I'm like, man, I want a 40K game that is this. Like, to me, it still feels weird to mix it with regular Magic. Like, I would love... for full sets of Warhammer 40K stuff, just separated, like with its own unique mechanics and everything. As a Magic spin-off, even, I think would be super cool.
Well,
What's your proposed entry point here, darling?
that was my idea, but...
Can I...
Oh!
There you go.
And now we dig.
So I'm going to give you a hint here. If you look at the very center of this, the actual core there, what color is it?
White.
Right. What do you remember about the way these core transport systems work?
I don't.
So, black hole goes in, white hole spits out. Can't go in white hole side.
Okay.
You come out white hole side.
Okay.
So you are on the right path here, but this is not the pad that you need. The pad you're looking for is in another planet, I guess?
A planet.
I'm trying to think of a castle analog. But also yes.
Oh, man. Alright, well, back to the ship.
Ship!
Where is ship? Did ship fly away again?
Doesn't look like anything. It's just on the other side of the planet. It's 560 meters directly below you, it looks like. I tuned out. Did Doctor Who attempt another crossover like the EVE Online one that made both fan bases mad? Magic is doing a Doctor Who crossover where they're having a bunch of Doctor Who cards in Magic. They combine the Flash and Ghost Rider to make Speed Demon. I mean, that'd be sick. Ghost Rider with the Speed Force, I think it's called, would be really cool. As an example, you had Doctor Strange Fate, who is Charles Xavier combined with Doctor Strange and Doctor Fate. Oh, that's weird. Sometimes it gets to the point where crossovers don't feel like they're decided by what's appropriate, rather who has money. Well, yeah, absolutely. I think it's just dead at this point. Oh, did it come out? I don't know. I'm not really up to date. been free with Trixie.
I have been. I don't know why, though.
You weren't accommodating enough.
Ow.
Smack!
There's a wall there.
This, imagine Outer Wilds, but with, like, rubber hose physics. So you just, like, splatted into the wall and, like, became a pancake and, like, floated back off and springing back up. We're onto the Jurassic Park crossover now? That's a thing? I really shouldn't be surprised, but... Well, Jesus Christ! At least that partially fits, kind of, because of Ixalan. Them both being dinosaur-based things. Ghost Rider's criminally underrepresented in the profitability cinematic multiverse. Yep. Aren't they planning on a Final Fantasy release, which is also pretty weird since Final Fantasy already has its own card game, or 10? Oh, wait, no, I vaguely remember hearing something about that, actually. Yeah. Yeah.
Precarious.
You can totally do it.
Oh,
You just have to hit the ramp, the suck. Gotta hit the suck. Gotta hit the suck from the right angle. There we go.
There we go.
I truly don't know how your ship stayed on there, honestly.
We're just gonna fly away.
That was incredibly precarious.
Also, chat, I'm glad you asked. I'm gonna be a pineapple for Halloween.
Was that a little bit of a sour? I'm glad you asked there, Jane.
I don't know what you're talking
Are you
about.
a sour pineapple, Jane?
No. Tom's gonna be. Well, I want you to guys guess what's Tom gonna be for Halloween. If I'm a pineapple, what is Tom gonna be? Remember there being one on this planet? I think there were some things, a path of sorts.
Yeah, there was like a teleporter. But so that's the thing is that you might have forgotten. The Ash Twins have teleporters to each planet from the Ash Twin because they were using the transporters to transport materials for the Ash Twin project.
So I need to go to Ash Twin.
Potentially, yes. There's a cartoonish slippery noises and bonks and thuds mod, but it also gives everything ice physics. I mean, that sounds hysterical, though. Final Fantasy Magic cards in 2025. Fallout and Assassin's Creed next year. Oh yeah, I'd been seeing a couple of the Fallout cards. And didn't they just announce like a Marvel crossover? Which like at this point, like they may as well just have Fortnite. Wait, is Chandra in Fortnite? Or is that a fever dream that I had, or is that actually a thing? It might be.
I have no
Chat
idea.
would know better than us. So far, some of the Jurassic Park cards have been really cool, though, just because we get more Dino cards. Yeah, I mean, again, I can see that. Hey, Jane, what are you going to be for Halloween?
I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Baka says Squidward. Wouldn't that, if that's what we were going for, wouldn't that be like an Easter Island head then? That's what he lives in, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Marvel already has its own card game stay out of Magic. I mean, you could say the same thing about Final Fantasy. She's made a stopover at the International House of Pancakes. Has she? At this point, again, I wouldn't be surprised.
I want pancakes.
Fair. I mean, after the stream, we can quickly whip up pancakes for the morning for breakfast. We probably have to end the stream a little early to do that, but Jane shakes her head no.
Tom's gonna be ham.
If we can find it, yeah. A ham costume to go with Jane's pineapple costume. Because pineapple's really good with ham. Especially
pizza.
if you put it on pizza, yeah.
Especially if you put it on pizza.
Especially on pizza.
Especially on pizza. pineapple and ham on pizza.
The Liliana collab is chocolate pancakes, of course. Of course it is. Oh my god. Wow. Light says, sun.
The sun. Indeed. I'm going not in it this time.
Gotta get that next time I get pizza. Hell yeah, dude. Caffeine's crying. What's very disappointing is that I don't think the new Cascade works with the old Cascade mechanics. Oh, that's weird. Hello, Ember Twin. Rose up to meet you.
It's like
To greet you.
right, you know. It's like
Right.
you're.
You need the Brittle Hollow Tower now.
The Brittle Hollow Tower?
Brittle Hollow.
Tower. Oh.
Yeah, you remember now. So this is... Oh.
Ah!
You're
No.
getting stuck.
This suck.
That, I think, is it, yeah. It's got the right geometric patterns.
Wow. Very toasty.
Yeah, you know, it's the sun. The sun. You're probably just gonna follow the sand because it's gonna pass over the tower. Oh, oh, it might. It, no,
no, no.
Push that way. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're good. Bye, ship.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Is it this one?
Yep.
Okay.
Just walk. Just walk. No booster. Don't walk into the sand. Just keep walking with the sand. Oh, you walked into the sand. Okay, backing up now. And now forward. Holy smokes.
Bye, ship.
Alright, and now you stand on the teleporter. As I remove Trixie.
Yeah?
How rude. I actually thought you were about to fly into it, lol. It's tempting. It's right there.
It's warm.
Hi, son. New Cascade is called Discover X, where X is the CMC, but because it's a different keyword, I don't think they interact. Ah, yeah, they definitely wouldn't. Unless they specify otherwise, which would be silly, because then they could have just called it the right thing.
Ah! There we go. Alright.
And you'll recognize that we are up.
Up!
And there is the thing. Just don't jump to it. Walk.
Walking.
The first time I got here completely accidentally, before I had discovered most other things in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I just went through a teleporter. I was like, oh god, okay, I'm here. And I tried to jump, not realizing that I was on
Oh no.
the grabby pads.
You just fell.
And I just turned over and fell into a black hole and was screaming the entire way down. And that was the first time I went through the black hole.
Nice.
It was terrifying. I had no idea what was happening.
Wait. This is important. Oh, I arrived a second ahead.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. As we have learned is how these things work.
Buckle Forge left 30 meters, 30 meters. Alright, well, I need to go that way.
Correct. Unfortunately, there's trees here, so you have oxygen.
Hey, you can breathe.
Everyone always jumps. Yup.
Yumps.
Be cautious near the boarding area while the Black Hole Forge is in operation. Yeah, a little yump here.
Little yump.
Alright, time to investigate. You'll notice that there is a Nomai statue here.
Huh.
So this area was able to be linked up in the way the Ash Twin project does. Regarding the warp towers on Ash Twin, does each tower have to be perfectly aligned with the center of the astral body to which it's tuned? We don't need the alignment angle to be exact. It only needs to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. Of note, this gives us a slightly longer warp window. I imagine this window will last roughly several seconds. As such, any Nomai stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. We'll need to be careful around the platform for the duration of the time it's active to avoid accidental transportation. I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, but if, for example, a tower's base were to shift even slightly, that tower might no longer align with its astral body. So they're saying, it has to be very precise. More accurately, I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, provided the next Nomai is not poke.
Yeah. Projection stone. Projection stone. Projection stone.
We do not have a projector here. You'll have to bring this out with you if you want to utilize it.
Plit.
What? Didn't figure out the warp from Ash Twin, so I just brute forced this one by finagling my ship on the gravity floors just right. Yep, and that is a perfectly valid way of doing it. I've seen plenty of people do it that way. 100%. But Jane had the bright idea of using the warp pad, so...
Yeah, it wasn't really my idea.
I mean...
That was your idea.
Not really. You looked at the warp pad and you were like, I need to get in from above. And then you went to a warp pad. I just gave you push in the right direction by reminding you, like, that the white hole is the exit and the black hole is the entrance.
You're right, it was my idea.
It was. Now
Yeah.
give yourself some credit.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't going to say anything if you didn't figure it out, but you did.
Yeah.
Where am I taking this first black hole core, and where am I taking the remaining cores once they're ready? The white hole cores are for the warp receivers. Each of the 6 receivers are being constructed at different locations, so those deliveries will be a greater pain in your cervical spine.
Mm-hmm.
All of the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin, so the black hole cores will go there. My gratitude. In that case, Poke, Clary, I'm leaving for delivery. I'll send Yarrow your regards. Poke, I'll return to the forge shortly. I'm going to catch up to Root and help him deliver the first core to Ash Twin just to make sure Yarrow receives it. Of course you are. The tower designs in the high energy lab on Ember Twin reveal each receiver's location. Ask Yarrow, he is familiar with them. And that's how we had seen that before. And there's another scroll on the wall.
Damn.
And so the whole idea of this place is that they can, like, literally craft the cores here by utilizing the force of the black hole. Of note, Yarrow believes he spotted a flaw in the warp tower designs, namely that one of the warp towers on Ash Twin will never activate because its warp receiver will never align overhead. Does your romantic interest think a warp tower's alignment point is its receiver? Does he not know that a warp tower always aligns at the center of its corresponding astral body? That isn't an unreasonable belief, given the receiver does have to be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. No, Yarrow understands the distinction. He likely doesn't realize the Hourglass twins are so close together, they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. I seem to recall that was your understanding of warp technology at first. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Don't forget your little thingy. Yeah. Jane had the idea, Tom just remembered it. Exactly.
Work together.
Exactly.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no. There you go. There's just a cinder in the air. Jane had a heart attack. Her hand is on her chest.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Well.
A little yumpy.
A little yumpy indeed. Oh. Spooky month. There we go. I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. Advanced warp core. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. No, it hasn't. Is everything well at the forge? The core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design work is beautifully clever.
Warp core. Advanced warp core.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, right?
Well, it'll give you a vision. You'll be able to see. So this is what we always see whenever we see the Ash Twin project. We see all the masks that do the whole memory transmittal thing.
All right.
So what have we learned here? What are the important pieces of information we've gleaned from the Black Hole Forge?
Gotta go middle of the Ash Twin.
Because...
Advanced warp core is there?
Because we can get an advanced warp core. What do we need to do with the advanced warp core?
I don't know.
But it sounds important.
Yeah, can I reread these on the ship or no?
You should be able to. Or at the very least, like, any relevant information will be saved under, like, the Black Hole Forge.
Yeah.
Jane, do a jump. Force. Jump with force. Jetpack. Jump with jetpack. Yump. Yump with jetpack. Yeah. You can't break free. If you jump off to the side. Straight ahead. That's how terrifying this was before you understood how these things worked.
What happens if the sun explodes and you go through a black hole and you're in the black hole when the sun explodes?
I think you still die because, like, you would be pretty much instantaneously spat out of the white hole. In fact, you'd be spat out of the white hole before you technically entered the black hole. So,
wow.
Like, you'd still be in the explosion. Yumping, yumping, yoing, yabble. So there's an advanced warp core in the center of the Ash Twin project that we presumably want for something. We also learned that the warp points don't have to be perfectly aligned.
Okay, right.
And we also learned that Ember Twin and Ash Twin are so close together that they share a warp point.
I don't know what that means to me, though.
Fair.
You know?
Yeah, fair. You're very close.
Very close?
Very close.
I'm very close?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What? Did we die?
Yeah.
I think we're still here. Are we still here? Chat? Chat? Hello? Can you hear us? Did Outer Wilds die? It would appear that Outer Wilds died. Do you have sound, Jane?
Yeah, it still sounds like I'm accelerating.
One moment, chat. Oh.
Well, that's not to save my progress.
This is true. Still there, video froze, game is frozen, yep. Yep. Okay. One moment, chat. Alright, let me restart Outer Wilds. There we go. Save corrupted, could you imagine? I don't think that it works that way with Outer Wilds. I hear you. Yeah, that was, yeah, weird. So, again, there's definitely still something going on with my PC. But it's definitely not as bad if I don't have the second monitor plugged in. Canadian, don't, says Caffeine. I mean, realistically speaking, like, the only thing that would be lost would be the knowledge saved in Jane's ship. But between Jane's memory and us, like, we don't need that. She could just continue from where she left off, so.
Indeed.
Yeah, Outer Wild saves can get corrupted, but not a big loss of progress, obviously. Yeah. Apologies for the minor technical difficulties. What's up, darling?
I wake up like that sometimes.
Oh, just like the hatchling does?
Yeah.
Yeah, I, at this point, man, I don't know what is causing these issues. Like,
Don't sweat it. We'll take care of it.
yeah, I know. It's just frustrating not being able to figure it out. Like, maybe it just is my GPU dying, but to me, I always figured if a GPU is dying, there'd be more consistent issues than, like, everything running crystal clear beautifully at, like, max settings, and then every once in a while just exploding.
Yeah.
Think the game crashed because it didn't jump earlier? Oh, true. Makes perfect sense. You know, really, I should have seen that from the start. The alt-tab lock-on bug must have been load-bearing.
No, abort. Oh, shit, no. Oh, no.
I think your cockpit fell off.
Oh, no.
If you get up from your...
Oh, God.
Oh, no, you're still actually connected. It's just the headlights, landing gear, autopilot, and cockpit were all damaged, but the ship is still technically intact. Did you remember to set it to Wumbo? Jane's definitely set the autopilot to Wumbo.
Oh, no. Just land where you land. Just do it.
Oh my god. Oh, bonk.
Okay, we settled?
Yeah, until the sand comes along.
Oh, God.
There it is.
Free me.
There you go. The sand will set you free. Exactly. Exactly. It wouldn't be an Outer Wilds stream without Jane rocketing into a surface at high speeds at least once, and then just in a mad panic trying to stop it at the very last second. By just hammering on all the controls until something maybe works.
Good as new.
There you go.
Like it never happened.
Good old Hearthian technology, able to be repaired so easily.
Okay, Ash Twin.
Yes. Sand sets us all free. It is inevitable. Are we Dune now? Are we on Arrakis? Is the sand spice?
Did we ever finish that movie?
No. We have like 15 minutes left.
I see.
And we watched it probably around the same time we last played Outer Wilds.
Probably. It was very good. I very much enjoyed what I saw.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, part 2 is going to be awesome.
Let me in.
I love sand. It's rough, coarse, and it gets everywhere with a little heart. Need to slap some duct tape on that bad boy. Hell yeah. The Hearthian way.
Alright. Middle of Ash Twin, huh? Meaning North Pole?
Great question. Remember, that was kind of the whole thing, that they made the Ash Twin, like, completely impenetrable to protect the Ash Twin project, so that the whole, like, looping memory thing could
Well, how am
work.
I supposed to do it?
Right. Well, so the logical answer must therefore be, like, there has to be a way in and out. It's not like they finished the project and just whoever was left inside finishing it was just left entombed, you know?
To die.
So, like, there has to be a way. What does that tell you?
Might be a warp pad.
Potentially. It's the only other form of travel that we have seen, and if something is physically impenetrable even to an exploding sun, the only way that I could conceive of to get inside it without, like, becoming a ghost and passing through it immaterially would be to teleport.
So you said they're considered a single point?
Right.
Ash number?
Right.
And where are all the platforms at?
You have to wait until the sand fully or starts to drain, like they're under you right now.
Oh.
Because the way the Ash Twin project is set up, there's a tower for each major location.
Right, up here. Okay.
Yeah, so they're just under you currently, but they'll...
How do I know which one to go to?
Well, I mean, how do they work?
What you mean, how they work?
How do the towers work? What do they do?
They point at the location that you want to get transported to.
And they send you there.
Yeah.
Right.
Sand.
Sand. Her face is all scrunched up. It's her thinking pose. Her thinking expression. Jane's little brain is working very hard.
Looks like there's something in there.
In the sand?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've been in the sand. There wasn't anything there.
Yeah.
You've been in the sand many times, actually. Fair, that movie doesn't finish itself. It's only part 1. Well, yeah, I know. Never watched Dune because I was going to wait for part 2. Yeah. All I know about the Dune movie is that either you read the books or haven't. Yeah. I haven't read them. I know a lot about them. I intend to read them and or listen to the audiobooks, which is what a bunch of my friends have done and said that it was very good. But, yeah, I've not consumed that media yet. Dune reader or mouth breather. Inside the sand, there is more sand. Triumphing. That needs to be, like, a sign in, like, what is it? Spell something is the new leaked FromSoft game that they're talking about or something like that. That needs to be a sign. Triumph.
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 Dog. Is dog.
Could this be a dog? What is a dog?
What is a dog?
A miserable pile of secrets.
Miserable pile of secrets.
Tower.
A tower.
Is, I believe, Sun Tower? I think?
Sun tower.
Mhm.
Why would I want to go into the sun?
Well, so remember what the note said. You keep following the sand. Look for other towers, which you're coming below, so you might want to hop up onto the bridge before it's too low. So, remember it says that it will take you to the nearest. You want to go into the sand.
I'm in the sand.
It's going to take you to Ember Twin.
No, it's not. Going back down.
There you go. Just don't break your ankles. There you go. You're going back into the sand. Oh, God. Not again.
Fight it.
It will take you, like, to... It'll take you to the location so long as the transporter is, like, aligned with the center of the astral body or is nearby. So the idea is that the teleporter isn't in the sun, it's on the sun station, which is how you got there.
Which are you?
This would be Giant's Deep, I believe? Or Emperor? No, not Emperor Twin. You actually went past Emperor Twin and Ash Twin.
I did?
Yeah. Leaked FromSoft game, you have my full attention. Yeah, apparently there's been information coming out about it. It's called Spell Something. Sources are a little shaky at the moment, but I was reading a little bit about it today, and from what little we've heard, it seems like it could be cool. I see Twin Towers for Ash Twin and Ember Twin. And Dead Nomai.
A dead Nomai. Get out of my way.
And Cacti. And Transporter Pad.
Transporter pad.
Consider. Is Twin Tower, but you are on Twin.
Yes.
How does work?
I don't know. What's that?
It's a little light. A little fancy Nomai light. Is Transporter.
It's transporter.
How does work?
I don't know. I don't know.
Just got sandblasted.
Where am I?
You're on Ember Twin.
Is this where I want to be?
No. Not necessarily. Maybe you can go back if you are quick enough. It's okay. What does that tell you?
Put me on Ember Twin.
Uh-huh. This tower puts you on Ember Twin.
This one goes on Ash Twin.
But you're on Ash Twin.
But I'm on Ash Twin.
That does work. Looks like someone was trying to get here in a hurry, too.
Ah!
Second jump scare of the night.
I'm suffocating. Suffocated.
Ah, oxygen. But you have an idea.
No, I don't.
You have an idea.
I don't, though.
I mean, you have an unexplored avenue. That counts as an idea. You have an idea of where to go.
Ah!
What is a dog? A joyous pile of good boy. Exactly, Star. Why would I want to go into the sun? Because you're looking to find new inventive ways of self-immolating. Or self-immolating, not self-immolating.
What is a pile of good boy?
What is a man? Man. Have y'all seen that edited Dune movie poster where Shrek is photoshopped onto everyone's faces and the title is, "What are you doing in my swamp?" I have not seen that, but it's great. Where are you going?
I need to get something.
What?
Something.
Just something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's all right. I'll entertain chat while you go to do whatever it is you're going to do.
You can do it. It's your channel.
Yeah, but this is your show. She can't get out of the chair.
Trying.
Chair, you stand up. There you go. Jane is remarkably bad at getting out of this chair. It's just a chair. There's nothing fancy about it, I promise. Hello, chat. I'm here to entertain while Jane does whatever it is that Jane's doing. Spellbound, apparently, yes. Yeah, it is. I think it is a placeholder name, but that's like its project name. Did a quick search and hearing it's going to be nearly as big as Elden Ring left my hype a bit deflated. Oh, dude, it puts my hype through the roof. Do a dance! Jane has to go do Jane things. Whatever those Jane things entail, it entails getting something out of the kitchen, so it's presumably a snack of some kind.
Would you like a snack?
What kind of snack?
I don't know.
Honestly, I'm okay. I had some granola after dinner, so...
Oh, that's healthy.
Trixie thinks you have something for her.
M&M's. Want to smell it? Sniff?
Me!
Sniff it? Sniff?
Sniff, 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 sniff.
Didn't like it.
Nope. Continues to rub. She thought she was getting treats. She bolted over to Jane at light speed. But Jane is a snack. Exactly, Star.
Oh, hell yeah.
I guess this would be cannibalism, huh? If a snack is eating a snack, that'd be cannibalism. Just straight up. Really, when you stop to think about it. Also, I gotta say, my Armored Core video that I put out talking about things I want to see return in the series, doing quite well. Much better than I expected it to. I'm glad. Lots of people having good discussion talking about things they'd like to see come back or why they don't want to see things come back. It's nice. I like when I can put out a video that gets people talking like that. It's cool. Jane is at times a snack hoarder. Jane is always a snack hoarder. Jane always wants snacks. Loved Elden Ring, don't get me wrong. Kind of like Metal Gear, where I prefer the smaller, more focused game structure than the open world. I do enjoy that. And it's funny, because I'm not a big open world kind of guy. But the sheer magic of Elden Ring and the way its world was constructed made me adore every second of it. Elden Ring is far and away my favorite game in the entire series. You know, considering, all the Souls games, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring, all of it. There's just something about it, man. It brought all of my favorite things about the entire series together. Would you like your seat back?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Nope, a snack eating a snack isn't cannibalism unless they're the same snack. You are a human made of meat and you eat meat, and that's not cannibalism. True. That's fair. That's because humans are apex predators. Snacks are not. This is an inane conversation we're having right now. But really, what types of conversations do we have on this stream that aren't inane?
We're only an apex predator on land.
True. True. I'll give you that.
Not in the ocean.
True.
The ocean is scary.
Is Jane a raccoon? No, Jane is a pineapple. She will be a pineapple. And I will be Ham. Clearly we need all the worst mechanics to come back in one game. There are no good mechanics, just all the bad ones from each game. Then we can have a fight between all the bad mechanics for least bad. I mean, that'd be a really funny joke game, honestly. Haven't got to watch the AC video yet. Glad to hear it's doing well. Yeah, me too. Me too. It's probably the last one I'm going to be doing for a while, unless some like other major news comes out or there's some like topic that strikes me that I haven't thought of. But as far as things I kind of had in mind, I've covered. So Elden Ring's like my 5th fave in the series. Oh, man, fair enough. I heavily disagree, but fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
In the air too, but only with tools. True. True. That's very true, Star. But we have really good tools for in the air, and there's really nothing that can contest. Put a human being in a fighter jet, and like, what's gonna really stop it? We don't have dragons.
True.
We're like pterodactyls.
That we know of.
And even then, a pterodactyl would get obliterated, and unless that dragon had actual like D&D magic, it would probably also get obliterated. Dragons are huge and scary and can breathe fire, but like, I don't think that'll help them with an F-35 Tomahawk launches 18 subsonic explosive warheads at it from a mile out.
Snack consumed.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
First, green common has been revealed. Poison Dart Frog. 1 green, 1/1 reach, taps for a mana of any color. 2, gains Death Touch until end of turn. I was going to say, if it's a Poison Dart Frog and it doesn't get Death Touch, they're doing something wrong. Depends on the take of the dragon. Well, yeah, exactly.
Okay, now.
All right. So you have a mysterious teleporter on Ashtwin that seems to, presumably following logic, go to Ashtwin, which is odd. And we know in the Ashtwin project there is an advanced warp core, which sounds sparkly and fun and nice.
Sparkly and fun.
And nice. Don't forget the nice.
And nice.
There you go.
Come more toward the mic. I'm leaning away.
Here, I'll bring it in a bit as well.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Dragons don't hold a candle to good old Lockheed. Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, this tells us nothing about the limited archetype, which is what I'm interested in. It's cool and good. Yes. Yeah, limited is probably, other than Commander, which I haven't had the chance to play because busy, even though there's literally a card shop right down the road. Right down the road!
I was going to say immediately in my head. Right down the road!
Right down the road! Can't miss it!
Right down the road?
Right down the road!
Okay.
Yeah, limited and Commander are my 2 formats that I'm the most interested in. And like Cube Draft, but I never had the chance to play in Cube Draft. Oh, you better really get... Oh, boy.
Listen, it's fine.
Ember Twin just gave you a cheeky smack on the behind as you went past.
Didn't even notice.
Cool and good, creepy and wet. Exactly.
Creepy and wet.
See, Tom, we gotta follow the Fates rules where Heracles isn't affected by Tomahawk missiles because they aren't noble phantasms. Of course!
Excuse me.
I've got boss weapons! Boss weapons! No, Google, I will not activate targeted ads, however many horrifying airbrushed anime homunculi you bombard me with. Dude, yeah. It has been so aggro. It's been, like, super aggro with, like, AI-assisted search tools and, like, targeted ads. Like, so much recently. Like, bro, chill out, please. I'm just trying to look up what the weather is today, for God's sake.
Yeah, I've been having an issue.
Ah, it's brutal. Cube is so much fun. Oh, I believe it. I wanted to make my own cube. It's something that I started working on during the pandemic, but I realized I didn't have the mental fortitude to like do that and deal with pandemic things and work on the channel, and it was just such a huge project. And without without having ever even, there we go, played in a cube before, I just didn't feel like I had the background necessary to essentially design a whole set. Offer to let you use my cube, Tom, but all it consists of is stuff I like and limited in a single box. I mean, that's still a cube. This was before Oathbreaker was a set, but I was planning on, like, having it, like, as a house rule that you could have Planeswalkers as... I was gonna do, I was specifically gonna do, like, a commander cube. So I was gonna have, like, different commanders that would be, obviously, the different, like, archetypes. And I was gonna have it so that Planeswalkers could be commanders. And I had, like, a whole bunch of archetypes planned out for the different color combinations. But then it just fell apart. I couldn't.
It's riveting.
What? Literally watching sand
Yeah.
flow.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is the worst part about trying to do this. And I mean, technically you could just go to Ember Twin and sit at Church's Fire and let time pass. But it's like, you always let too much time pass. And it's like, oh, God. And so sometimes it's better to just sit through it. Finish my cube and it's so much fun, man. I believe it. There's your #1 misconception. Your cube doesn't need to be good to be fun. Oh, believe me, I get that. And I don't expect that my cube would have been good, but I have fun planning that type of stuff out, you know? It's like building characters in Fire Emblem or Tactics Ogre. Like, having that idea of, like, how is this all going to fit together at the end is enjoyable to me. Like, building a commander deck in and of itself is. But I just got overwhelmed. My archetypes are pretty easy, Tom. Hit me. Almost everyone just tries to beat everyone in the face and win because I keep power creeping aggro. Fair enough. You know? Turning creatures sideways and hitting people in the face is the spiritual core of Magic, and I won't have anyone say anything otherwise. I design more decks than I build. I don't, typically. Typically, if I'm going to design something, I just wind up building it. Doesn't necessarily mean that it ever gets used, but I do enjoy taking the time to just, like, physically go through and sort cards and put things together and plan and cut and everything. It's nice. It's why I've still built, like, 3 or 4 more decks, even though I haven't played Commander in probably as long as it's been since we last streamed Outer Wilds. Hey, there they are. Just gliding across the sand. Alright. So this one, I believe the less broken tower is Ember Twin side, the one that you did. The sand starts to drop a little bit so you can get fully inside, but yeah, then this one I think is the Ash Twin one, if I remember correctly. If we see the little Nomai outside, we'll know. Little landmark.
The little landmark.
Either win before mid-range or control, have the mana to reset your board and murder hobo you, or you win. My cards are 100% sorted, I'm proud to say. Nice! Like, in the cube or just in general? My cards are almost 100% organized as a whole. I have a few things I need to put away, and a few things I still need to sell. I design decks with cards I don't own, so I don't wind up building them. Oh yeah, that's fair. I just pull stuff out of what I own, and I'm like, how can I make a deck that works around this commander? And every once in a while, if I have like a gift card or there's a bunch of cheap stuff I can get for like $10, I'll get some cards for it, but that's about it. How goes the waiting? Ah. How was your snack?
Very good.
What did you have? You should tell chat.
Okay, chat. Well, you know those yogurts with the stuff in the top? Like, you get the lid open and there's stuff contained in the lid, like granola or chocolate or, like, peanuts or whatever.
There's the porter. Get on it.
The porter. Huh.
Gotta wait.
Wait for what?
Alignment. Yogurt with an attic, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I had that. It's a strawberry one with mini M&Ms. No, 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 no.
Oh.
No, 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 no.
It's the issue is the roof of that tower is broken.
I see. No, 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 no.
It pulls you so far, so fast. Oh, you switched to the Ember Twin side. Boost! Boost! Not into the sand again! Ah! It's gonna push you back! Boost! Yump!
Not enough yump power.
Oh, we're on Ember Twin now.
Yeah, well.
If you just look up from Ember Twin and thrust with full thrust from a high point, you should get there. Unless you just keep falling forever.
The gravity's too strong.
Just land, just land, just land, just land, and then jump from there. Alright. Now. Oh god, it's getting away. Yump! Yump like you've never yumped before, and just keep laying on the thrusters whenever you have thrust! Use the forward momentum! Oh, you got this, you got this, you got this, you got this! Yeah! Now don't hit the sun tower. Also, don't hit the sun. Don't hit the sun tower, don't hit the sun tower, don't hit the sun tower. Okay, there it is.
No, 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 other way, other way, other way, other way.
Downward!
Go down!
Yes! Down and backwards, you're pushing forwards! There you go. Okay. Now, back to the towers. Get sanded, nerd. Oh, God. So the sand gave you the suck.
Mm-hmm.
How do we avoid this? Oh, log, it's coming. Seeing a conundrum here.
Yeah. I don't know. Number 20 needs to stop.
Just freeze it in midair.
Yeah.
Ask it to stop sucking. Yeah, I mean, I ask that in video games all the time. Can you stop sucking? So now the question becomes, where's the warp alignment point?
I don't know. I don't know. Help.
I can't. You have to figure it out. I can't just tell you.
You can.
No, I can't.
You can. You can mute. You can mute it and tell me.
Oh, God. Oh, guys, I gotta sneeze really quick. I'm gonna mute. Alright, we're good. And now they'll never know. Bless you, Tom. Poor Jane asking for help. Tom, you can't ask for help. Listen, man. I didn't have help when I figured this out. It ruins the spirit of the Enterprise. If you give help, can't be done.
Where's the warp point?
Ooh, there's a scroll here. And there's
Tom,
a
I hate
scroll
you.
wall downstairs.
Shut up.
Hurry, hurry, before you run out of oxygen. Don't touch the cacti.
Oh my god, no!
Oh my god. Take that scroll.
Ah!
And walk off and walk back in. You have to be like off of it. There you go. You have to be further, I guess. Until it shines. There you go. Alright, scroll wall. Stop breathing. Back up.
Stop breathing.
Okay. Friends visiting from the Hanging City. We are planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab on Evertwin's Equator. I became lost on Evertwin.
No, be faster!
Raimi found me, but the High Energy Lab is the building with the large solar panels. I imagine otherwise a mental cover cone I would lose on everywhere and that how the impossible.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
I hear sounds of death approaching.
Death approaches. Oh my god. Holy shit. Wow. Hit the sand with your ship thrusters to glass it, and then it will shatter and become Shattered Glass Twin instead, and that would be worse, actually.
That would be worse, actually.
Look, you can't ask Tom for help. You can only ask chat for help. Then be the streamer rules. Scroll wall is there for this reason specifically. Wow, lol. Best part is that Jane absolutely read this already on an earlier stream. Oh, no. Me finishing an assignment as my body goes to sleep. A flashback of your whole life. That run was just sand.
Oh, my God.
It really was, too. God. Holy shit.
Why did I do that?
Well, so we learned that that scroll wall was useless.
Oh my god.
We learned you pretty much stood on that pad for the entire rotation, other than when the sand sucked you off of it.
Yeah.
And you didn't get warped.
Alright.
What does that tell you?
It doesn't work.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
No. Just take out a paper fan and hit me.
I'm just shaking my head. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Oh my god.
Trixie.
She's just like, why can't I lap?
She wants to lap.
Why will you not allow me to lap? Every time she tries to go toward you, I just like smoosh her.
I know. She's probably like, why do you do this? Oh my god, why? Alright, anyway. Time to think.
Yeah. Think thunk.
So we stood on it the whole time, nothing happened. And then the sand comes.
Mm-hmm.
Gives me the suck.
Mm-hmm.
What does that tell me?
What does that tell you?
It's not that the warp pad doesn't work.
Correct.
Is it?
Her face. I wish we had face cam for the expressions she's making right now. You would think that her brain is actually being flipped inside out. 3x no combo. What did the Black Hole Forge say about the Hourglass twins is the question to ask. Exactly.
About the Hourglass twins.
Lap, verb, to sit in a place that is most inconvenient. That is the Trixie way, absolutely.
Definitely. Well, the Hourglass twins. Is that Ash number twin?
Yes.
It said that they act as 1 point.
Correct.
That's all I remember.
Well, there's other things that it said. Can you check your ship log to see what it says?
You can just tell me
No.
what it says.
Nope. You have to investigate for yourself. This is not my journey. I've gone on the journey already, Jane. This is your journey. Error in Jane_main.exe. Oh, Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That phlegm, says Navi. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay.
Zoom.
Whew. Michael Forge. Warp Tower's alignment point is not its warp receiver. Rather, a warp tower always aligns at the center of its corresponding astral body. The warp receiver must be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body.
So I gotta look at what passes over?
The Hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. Scroll. All of the warp towers were being constructed on Ash Twin, while the 6 warp receivers were being constructed at different locations. A Nomai named Poke successfully forged an advanced warp core for the Ash Twin project. Oh god, chat's going insane.
Oh no, oh god.
Mr. Sandman, man me a sand. Make him the cutest man, card or hook hand. Sand me a man, give him 2 sands, bum 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 bum. Like sadness in Hanses, then tell him that a man of sands are Hanses, Sandman, sand so a man. Give him 2 sands, 2 sand a man. Jane's head is exploding and Tom's like, no, chat, leave her be. The great journey waits for no one.
I'm like, please help me.
Meanwhile, chat's out here, sand me a man. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, God. Oh, Tom sing Enter Sandman. I can't. Lars will show up at my house and beat me to death with a metal pipe. I'm giggling uncontrollably. Missed these vibes. You and me both, Kathy. Absolutely. Okay. Oh, God. So, warp tower alignment angles are not exact. They only need to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. This results in slightly longer warp windows that last roughly several seconds. Anyone stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped.
You say that like I should be having an idea.
I'm just saying it.
No, you're not.
Just saying it.
No, you're not.
We're in the giggly part of the stream. Enjoy your stay. You'll just have to unarchive the stream, that's all. Just uttering the lyrics and the tune live will actively lure Lars to our location immediately. There will be no time to unarchive the stream. It'll be 10 minutes and suddenly you'll just hear a crash and screaming as the door gets caved in.
It's like when John Wick shows up.
Yeah, exactly.
You just sit at your desk, light a cigar.
You just accept that my time has come. Oh, it's silly hours, real silly hours, indeed. All right, Jane, what have you learned?
I have learned nothing, Tom. Nothing.
Well, clearly you're not learning hard enough then. Mr. Chapman, give her a hand. Da, 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 da. Tell her what she needs to learn how to stand. Da, 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 da.
Oh no.
The effect that you didn't get, chat, was my eyes darting wildly back and forth as I tried to think of a lyric.
Oh god.
Oh god, I dared to be horizontal and now Trixie has claimed her space. Hello, Trixie.
A diagram depicting the alignment angle between a warp core and its corresponding astral body. Warp tower alignment angles are not exact. They only need to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. This results in slightly longer warp windows that last roughly several seconds. Anyone stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will immediately be warped. tower is aligned as long as a warp receiver. Rather, a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body. We're so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. In between them. Oh my.
I've been pinned.
Wow.
She wasted no time.
She's so cute.
She is.
So am I supposed to... in the middle of the towers,
Yes.
right?
Right.
That means Ember Twin. But the sand.
One, but the sand. Two, there's no warp pad in the middle of the tower.
Right.
Good thought.
Question 1. Based on what you know, when is the warp alignment for the Ash Twin warp?
Good question.
Well, I'll figure that out by going to the other warp pad and seeing when it warps me. And it warps me to Ember Twin, though, right?
It warped you when Ember Twin was overhead, and it warped you to Ember Twin.
Right?
Right.
That's not its corresponding astral body?
What did this say about the Hourglass Twins?
They have a shared alignment point.
Right.
So they both go to Ember Twin.
Or the alignment point for both of them is when they're in alignment with each other. So regardless of if you're on the one that goes to Ember Twin or the other one that the sand sucks you off of, they logically should both activate when Ember Twin is above you, because they align with each other.
Yeah.
But then what issue does that present? If there wasn't a headset on her head, there'd be steam coming out of her ears. Chat. Also, I know I'm very far away from the mic right now, but I have a very cute cat on my chest.
Trixie, come on.
She'll kill me before she kills you if
Come
you
on.
grab her tail like that.
She won't kill anyone.
I can just sit up and she'll move. Go ahead, girl. I know. Alright, I'm back.
Anyway,
Just had a powerful mental image of Jane crouched, face pressed to the monitor, muttering into the mic while Tom sprawls in the background, pinned down by a Trixie. That's pretty much exactly what just was happening, except that her face was just pressed into the mic, not the monitor. But that is, like, literally what was just happening. The alignment point is what the warp pad points at, not where the warp pad is located. The warp pad can be mostly wherever. Correct. The Hourglass Twins function as a single body with the alignment point shared between them. The warp pad can be wherever, as long as it is pointing at the alignment point of where you want it to send you.
this tells me nothing.
It tells you everything.
Tells me nothing.
It tells you everything. And to continue from light, the alignment point is not necessarily the same as where it's sending you. Correct.
Really?
Correct. Like, the tower that points at the sun doesn't send you into the sun, it sends you to the thing orbiting the sun.
Dude.
That's a fair question. Navi says, Jane probably forgot where she's trying to go. So where are you trying to go?
I did forget where I'm trying to go. Where am I trying to go? Hold on. The center of Ash Twin.
Correct. Because that's where the Ash Twin project
So I was thinking about this. I'm like, that's really stupid. But is the sand a warp of some kind? Like, was that why it's doing that? Or is it just gravity?
It's just gravity. That's how the astral bodies interact.
Okay, and that was stupid.
But the sand is part of the equation.
Sand is part of the equation.
Correct. We're trying to go to space. The alignment point needs to be overhead for the pad to activate. Where you end up is at least near the point, but not directly at the point. Correct. Again, the sun example, like, even though the warp pad points at the sun, you don't go into the sun, you go onto the sun station, which is roughly near. Arms are crossed, controllers down, thinking cap, metaphorically on.
Is it simple? Am I just not getting it? Like, is it really, really simple?
I mean, it's fairly simple in the way that most things in Outer Wilds are. It's just a matter of getting yourself there. You have all the pieces right there. You're not missing anything.
Okay, so they share a alignment point.
Correct.
So the one pad sends me to Ember Twin.
Correct.
So then the other pad should send me to Ember Twin.
Not necessarily. Because remember what Chad is saying, like, the different pads are associated with other nearby pads. If the one that sends you to Ember Twin sends you to Ember Twin, that's because its associated pad is on Ember Twin. But if they share an alignment point, you could have another pad in the same location with its pair somewhere else on Ember Twin, somewhere on Ash Twin, whatever, because they have the same alignment point.
I guess I'm not getting what alignment point means.
It's just the alignment of, like, the two pads, because they have to be directly facing each other. That's the whole thing of it. Like, it's overhead because you're standing on the pad, so, like, looking up would be where the other pad would align to. So the two astral bodies are literally aligned with each other in a line. Aligned.
Right.
Ashwin and Ember Twin get fucky because they're so close to each other, so that concept gets muddied a little bit in the quantum physicalness of it, but that's why it's been laid out here for you, like, they share that alignment point. So, while in concept you're still thinking straight lines, they can technically go wherever on each other, as long as they're pointing at each other.
So it has something to do with the sand.
Correct. Fine says the alignment point for Ash Twin is where, hint, it says so directly on the screen. She's reading. I'm late again, but you're here nonetheless, Domino Pivot. Good to see you. Good
Hello.
to see you. The alignment point is where the pad has to point to initiate a teleport. Correct.
What?
We have to go to Poke, clearly.
That's what I'm reading right now. What did they say?
The alignment point for Ashwin is where, hint, it says so directly on the screen.
The Black Hole Forge?
No, fair, but the only warp pad on the Black Hole Forge, we know, like, you got there from Ash Twin, and it took you to the Black Hole Forge. There wasn't another pad there. Fair guess, though. You know, where you actually warp to isn't necessarily the same as the alignment point. Right. Right. You'll see we're working on the whole Ash Twin project, warping hourglass twins thing, Domino Pivot.
I've never been good at this type of thing.
It's kind of abstract thinking in a way.
Yeah.
Like it says, you know, one of the pads sends you just across the way to Ember Twin, right?
Yeah.
And so presumably if there's one tower for each astral body, then logic would dictate that the other tower would send you to Ash Twin, even though you're on Ash Twin. So there has to be a warp pad on Ash Twin.
So, but the warp pad I'm on is the black one.
Correct.
Which is the one I go in.
Correct. So that's the idea, is that if this is all true and the thought process is correct, then that tower's warp pad should send you to a receiving end somewhere on Ash Twin, presumably.
Well, right.
Right.
But it can't, because it only would align with things outside of Ash Twin.
You're doing this very cute little hand motion. How do you mean? Because remember, like, they share an alignment point, so the idea being that any warp pad that's on Ember Twin or Ash Twin could functionally send you to its pair, no matter which of the two planets it's on.
So, do I need to go to Ember Twin?
No.
Okay.
Can't believe I forgot you were streaming tonight. I even drank root beer earlier. Nice! The tradition lives on. You stand on the warp pad, you are sucked up with the sands, but on screen it tells you the planets are so close, pads can stay active for longer. Exactly. The sand is key. Exactly. Are we confusing on and off planet locations? I don't think so. I don't think so. Think about it this way. Maybe this is we're coming at the problem from the wrong angle. Instead of even worrying about where the warp pad takes you, because you can find that out by just taking it, right? The question is, how do you take it?
Right.
If the sand is pulling you off of it.
Yeah.
So how do you solve that problem? Because you can find out where it goes by just finding out where it goes, but you have to solve the problem of the sand is pulling me off of it. That's really step one. First, we have to establish when the warp window is. We kind of did, though, because Jane was pretty much on the pad for the entirety of the planet's rotation until she got sucked up by the sand, and it never went.
I gotta cover the top of it somehow. Maybe.
That's kind of an issue, right? Because the glass is broken. The other tower, it's not, so the pad works.
Right.
Maybe. Maybe.
I can't cover it with my ship, can I?
We know the ship gets sucked, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Maybe if ship had, like, super duper sticko landing pads, then it could work long enough, but...
I can't think of anything that would be usable to do that. I can't do that in this game.
Yeah, it's not like it's Zelda where you can, like, glue a board over it.
Yeah.
Right. Navi suggests that you reread what's on screen.
Again?
Remember what I said. You have all the information. You're not missing anything here. So rereading your information is one of your only paths forward. Gorilla Glue ship. Exactly. The alignment angle diagram is also something that's worth rereading.
don't need to use the other pad somehow, do I?
No. Fair idea, but no.
I don't need to go to Ember Twin.
Correct. She's thinking, chat. She's thinking. Oh, she thinks I'm gonna get some water. Chat, make sure you hydrate if you haven't already. Very important. Hydrate before you dehydrate. Is your brain overheating?
Yeah.
I missed the thought process and therefore cannot give advice, but I'm rooting for you with a little smiley, says Domino Pivot.
Oh no. So close together, they function as a single astral body, but a shared line pointing into. Oh.
Oh. Just having a thought. Thoughts are happening.
So it has to do with the sand.
Correct.
To be in the sand somehow.
That seems like it might be the implication, right?
Yeah.
Because if they share an alignment point,
Yeah, it's in between them.
and you know that the warp pads work when the alignment point is overhead, logic would dictate that you have to have Ember Twin be above you to use this pad.
Yeah.
But you can't, because when Ember Twin is above you, the sand is given the suck.
Right.
And the glass is broken. Eat sand. Yes, clearly you just eat all of the sand so that there's no more sand to suck, and then you just go.
And then you just...
You just drag your bloated carcass onto the, onto the warp pad and see what's on the other side before your entire digestive system shuts down. Did she get it? Hype, 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 hype. Good question. She hasn't said anything, but she's flying. Let the sand drain. There goes the sun station. Such a cool device. We must obtain the suck solution. My throat is dry just thinking about that. Wow. I mean, it would kill you. Like, there's no doubt about that. Glide. This is Armored Core movement right here.
Yeah, it is.
There it is. It's giving the suck. It would seem like Ash Twin is in luck. Part 23, the silly suck solution. What's your thought process? What do you want to try?
I really have no idea what I'm doing.
You just hear.
I'm gonna get on the warp pad and I'm gonna let the sand suck, and see what's in the sand, I guess.
I mean, you can do that.
Because it's like in the middle of both the points, I guess.
So that's something that Light was pointing out. The alignment point and the warp pad are not the same thing.
I don't know.
Oh god, distress Jane noises. Why is this ship such a pain to pilot? It's really not bad once you get the hang of it.
I think I just make it look hard.
With all the oh god, bonk, oh ship. Ignore the term alignment point. Fair advice. Jane's gonna burst.
I want to scream.
Look at this ship. Isn't it neat? Whenever I see someone paralyzed by the amount of information they have, I usually ask them to rephrase each point of information.
Okay, fine. So, we'll go out here. And I'll do that.
She sounds so sad. Oh no.
Oh. Okay, a warp tower's alignment point is not its warp receiver. Rather, a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body. So its alignment doesn't mean that that's where it's gonna go.
It just means that the pad will be active.
It just means that so the astral body just activates the pad.
Correct.
It has no other function.
Correct.
Just activates it.
Yeah.
Why do I think like whatever was overhead is where you warp to?
Because that's how it's worked before, and that's because that's each of the warp pads for the sake of the project is located like on or near the astral body. Mm-hmm. Like presumably it functions in that like it still needs to be relatively close to the astral body that it's linked to. But yeah, it's not like you're not getting just shot at high speed from one location to another. You're being literally teleported, so you can go wherever.
So I don't give a flying frick about about Ember Twin being its astral body. It just needs to be above me when I try to get on the pad.
Correct.
But I need to get on the pad without the sand being annoying.
Correct.
But I can't do that because the glass is not there.
Correct. However, there's a special feature that was mentioned as part of the Ember Twin and Ash Twin situation that you've read a few times now.
The warp receiver must be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. The hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. So
you read something specifically about how the warp pads themselves function.
Where was that?
That was in the alignment angle diagram.
Diagram depicting the alignment angle between the warp tower at the corresponding astral. Okay. Not exact. They only need to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. This results in slightly longer warp windows that last roughly several seconds. So I can wait for this. I can wait for the sand to pass, or like right before it.
So the key is that Ember Twin has to be overhead.
Yeah.
But once it has gone overhead, the pad will be active for several seconds.
Right. So I just book it.
Only one way to find out.
Guys.
What's up?
Yeah, it's good. Okay.
What's wrong?
It's fine.
What's going on?
Nothing.
I legitimately don't know what caused you to have to be angry.
No. Not angry.
No?
No.
It certainly seems like you might be.
Nope.
anger, you unplugged her. Hello, chat. We're back. Jane accidentally knocked the cord for the mic out. Has Jane cottoned on? Only one way to find out. Now that you've figured out the first half, here's a clear explanation for it. For Warp Teleporter to teleport you to a point on either Ash Twin or Ember Twin, it must point at the twin's alignment point, which is the exact midpoint between the two. Correct. Jane just scoping out the towers here. We don't know, but she's thinking of something. Indeed. And the fact that a stinky thought's been thought, and it is in fact be thinking, means that we might be onto something. Towers! Towers. Let's let the sand finish draining. So this is the Ember Twin tower, since the glass is not broken. And the tower is not shattered. Because of course the one that you need is the one that's broken. Ganbare, Jin-san! Anger? I hardly know her. Could this be the one? I will say, pretty much everyone who figures this puzzle out gets angry.
Well, yeah, it's fucking... Oh my god. I'm so angry right now. Ow!
You're fine. You've got plenty of O2.
Yes.
Don't miss your chance to not be sucked by going into the ship to get O2. You're fine. Waiting. We are always waiting. Just nervously dancing back and forth like you really have to pee. Mr. No My.
Oh my. Where? Yeah, cubby hole. Ah! Cubby hole.
Hold! I ship.
Okay.
All right.
That didn't work.
So what does that tell us?
I don't know, Tom. What does that tell us?
I don't know. You tell me. You're
I have no idea.
Well, you looked up after you stepped out onto the pad, and Ember Twin had passed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So that was presumably too late. But trying to be on it right when it starts seems to be too early because you get sucked before you can warp. So if too early doesn't work and too late doesn't work, pineapple pen.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say right now?
Jane is angry. The sass. I'm not gonna tell you. God, her face is puffed up. Pen, pineapple, apple pen, exactly. Just wait for it. I believe he's telling you that you have other qualities than punctuality. I remember trying to help Dante get through this in the exact same way, and he was getting so angry.
I'm so angry.
Jeopardy theme plays. Okay, here's the sand.
Yes.
Too early, too late. Boom.
I'm just still so pissed off.
Just don't step back on the pad, whatever you do. She did it! GG! Yeah, so the idea was that you had to wait until Ember Twin was overhead and then just run out onto the pad and get a foot on it to teleport you before the sand could suck you.
I see.
Read. You only have so much time.
Oh, yeah, right.
10 minutes, 52 seconds ago. Received data from previous cycles. Masks receiving data from probe tracking module, giant steep memory statue, and a timber hearth memory statue. So that's the probe tracking module with the coordinates, and then giant steep would be Gabbro, and timber hearth is us. 12 minutes until end of cycle transmission. So we've got 12 minutes until the end. Find what you can find. And marvel at how fucking cool this place is. This is what you've been seeing this whole time. Whenever you get warped in here and you look around and it's all dark, you see all the heads looking at you. That's this. Would you like to read or should I?
You can read.
Okay. Yarrow. Today we finished the excavation of Ash Twin. Here, in this space we carved, we will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin Project, powerful enough to send information back in time. Coleus, we've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiments at the high energy lab. I still can hardly believe Raimi's hypothesis was true. Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant Steep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Hypothesis. It was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. Hypothesis. The cores could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. The important point is we are all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I'm no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Our friends on Giant Steep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me the cannon is doing well, and that Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Avens can. But then, if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Mallow, his love, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon, or is Mallow part of the problem? Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today, and they are truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project.
It's very loud.
Yeah. It's supposed to be that overwhelming sense of awe.
Yeah.
Pi and Idea have worked hard on the sun station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes as planned, this structure will prompt the sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power the Ash Twin project requires. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task, in more ways than one. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here's what will happen. First, the sun station will receive the order to fire at the sun, prompting it to explode. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the sun station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin Project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. These words are difficult to write. The Sun Station did not work. Suppose we redesign the Sun Station. To generate power of that magnitude, a supernova is still our only viable option. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. This is easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, Idea, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. However, this is the closest we have ever been. The Ash Twin Project is theoretically sound, we were only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way. We are halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in the solar system and we're anxious to explore it. It's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained there. And that's the second half of this music. It's supposed to be mournful, because they did all of this, and they got so close, and failed, and then were killed before they could try to rectify it. But because of them, we're now here and have the opportunity to make use of it. And that's only possible because they took so much care when excavating materials from Timberhearth that they didn't disrupt the ecosystem and disrupt our evolution thousands upon thousands of years ago. I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. Yeah, we saw this. You're good. A gratitude for the latest shipment, ONO. This ore should be the last we'll need for the Ash Twin project. Once we finish the shell, we've read this as well. This is them talking about how it'll be impenetrable. I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin project flows. They look beautiful, although I do feel as though I'm being observed. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds, otherwise I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. So it puts you in the loop like we are right now. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds. As a safety measure, however, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will? Why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. What else we got? Unless you have thoughts.
Ship.
Nope. You're about to access the core while the Ash Twin project is active. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. Artificial gravity control. So you can see the core is now exposed. There are 3 reactions to this puzzle, from the most common to the rarest. 1, I'm mad at myself. 2, I can't believe that worked. 3, what puzzle? I went inside Ash Twin on my second loop. I should. What are you thinking here?
Do I just wait till the sun explodes?
I mean, you can turn off gravity.
Oh.
Now you can just fly to it.
This is a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. The question is, you know what you have to do after this? Let's see what happens if you take it out. Fine asks if you recognize its shape.
Shape? Shape of what?
Of the core.
Shape of the core.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I could stabilize for a hot second.
Also, Sagne, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but hey there, in the process of watching your initial playthrough of this game, saw you were... Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah, it's frozen.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that shit's frozen.
Well, Sagine, I'm glad that you joined us for the stream because you were enjoying the initial playthrough, and thank you for saying it's one of the best you've seen. That's extremely high praise, because I know there's a lot of good playthroughs out there. I'm sorry you happened to join us right as the game decided to crash. I don't even want to look at chat right now. Because I'm in pain. I am in so much pain. I'm so tired of my PC being like this. I'm so tired of not knowing what's wrong or how to fix it, because then it causes very annoying interruptions like this.
It's okay. Shush, 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 shush.
I am so mad.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait till next Tuesday.
I mean, yeah, we do have to wrap up here because Jane and I both have work in the morning. I was going to have you, like, see what happens when you pull this out, but that's going to have to be a cliffhanger, I suppose. Did the game crash many times? Twice during the stream, Domino Pivot. Because there's something wrong with my PC and I haven't been able to figure it out.
I'm trying really hard to figure it out, but...
Potato PC strikes again. It's so frustrating because there's nothing about it that should be potato. And I can't figure out what's wrong. I truly have no idea. But you learned a ton. And you know how to get here. So at the beginning of the next stream, you can get here like that. Also, while it's frozen here on screen, we can ask the question, where have you seen this before? What does it remind you of? Because it is right here. We gotta go rescue Tom's PC. It needs, like, resuscitation or something. Like, a crash like this, would that create, like, an error log that we could try and find, like we did previously when there was an issue with my BIOS? To see if there's some sort of indicator about what's going on with it? Because that would at least give me some sort of clue, because I've not been able to figure out anything. Nothing I've tried has fixed it. It's helped, but... What are you thinking, darling?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nothing's coming to mind.
No memories?
No memories. Who's that?
Dog outside.
Oh, Jesus.
You want a hint?
Sure.
So, the Nomai reconstructed these cores to use as part of the Ash Twin project, based off of a pre-existing design, one that already existed in their culture. And Poke, the person who made it, did so kind of like with secondhand knowledge of how this previous iteration worked, because she had only seen it before. And Poke, I believe, was born in this system after they crashed here, if I'm remembering correctly. Feels like either a GPU or data storage issue. That's all I can think of at this point, yeah. And it shouldn't be data storage unless it's just processing RAM, but I still have a good amount of RAM. And I've got plenty of, like, hard drive SSD space.
Nope.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Got nothing?
Got nothing.
It's something that you've seen before. Do you want me to just remind you since it's been a long time?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, you saw this in the Know My Vessel. It was in, like, the control room, and there was a broken warp core that you pulled out of a pillar similar to this one.
Okay.
What does that tell you?
I don't know.
How do batteries work, Jane? How do batteries work? Don't try to strangle me.
Yeah, positive and negative.
Okay.
Yeah.
When a battery dies,
Well, yeah. Yeah.
you
Replace
it.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So what does that tell you?
This needs to be replaced at some point. I have no idea what you're trying to tell me right now.
Oh my god. Tom's about to die and be replaced. Oh my god. Everyone's giving me advice on my PC issues. I will read it while you ponder.
What do you mean what? I ponder what?
What the solution is here.
The solution to what?
Of what you would do with this thing.
Take it out! What do you mean? Oh god.
Oh god, I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Whew. Oh. Okay. I will check that. I will check that folder, Light. Thank you. My game's crashed because I run out of swap, but I think we checked last time you had a crash and that wasn't it. SSD may be dying. Well, yeah, that's the thing. The SSD that my operating system on is quite old, so it could be that. I could need to move my OS to a different SSD. Honestly, it could be many things. Checking the event viewer for system logs would be a good place to start. Right, exactly. Kill me or release me, Parasite, but do not waste my time with talk, Jane. More often than not, the only thing I can deduce from system logs is there is indeed a problem. Yeah. What do you mean, Jane Edition? You want to come back to this next time, darling?
I guess so.
Because, like, you're going to have to come back here anyway, so... Oh god. Oh no. Light says, but where did you see it before?
What do you mean?
Well, we said that. We saw it in the Know My Vessel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means though.
Well, if you take a broken battery out of something,
Yeah.
and you put a functional battery in,
Yeah. It works.
right,
Right?
right.
Is this broken?
Well, this isn't. But think about where you saw the other warp core. She's like actually crying. We just said it. The other warp core was in the Know My Vessel.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Ergo. Just nodding. If the Know My Vessel is the device with the broken battery,
Right.
and you put a new battery in the device, and then device works.
Yeah.
Like you just said.
Yeah. If I take the battery out of this, though, everything's gonna implode.
In 22 minutes.
Well, yeah.
Gotta move fast.
Oh my god.
It's cute that she just becomes flustered Tom. Poor Jane, she's so upset destroying the universe. The other direction, Jane. Don't worry, Jane, the first one's always the hardest. Oh my god is the usual response. My phone's on like 5% battery, everything's falling apart, the actual end of the universe is coming. I'm glad that we can still get the same Outer Wilds effect without Outer Wilds even working. Like, that's great. That makes me very happy. Oh. So if we take this battery,
Yep.
and we put it in the Know My Vessel,
Yeah.
then will the Know My Vessel work?
Yeah.
So we gotta get this to the Know My Vessel.
Okay.
Seems like.
Alright.
Alright. So next time on D&DZ, we will get Jane back to the center of the Ashwin Project in short order. Maybe after she does a couple fly-throughs Dark Bramble to remember how the hell to get through Dark Bramble.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
And then, I guess we'll try and bring a warp core to the Know My Vessel and see what happens.
Okay. Sounds good.
This has been a pretty wild stream. It's pretty outer there. Indeed it is. Guys, again, my apologies for the technical difficulties. I will, after the stream, I will take a look at the event viewer. I'll take a look at the logs really quick before I get ready for bed, just to see if there's anything that pops out. Or I can just do that the next time the game or something crashes, so that it's fresher and I'm not pressured by trying to get ready for bed to go to work in the morning. So again, my apologies. I'm really trying to figure out what's going on, and figure out if I need to replace things and what needs to be replaced, and all that good stuff. Good stream. Yeah, it was absolutely a good stream, Scuff included.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm stupid. I'm not stupid.
You're not stupid. Correct.
I'm just really pretty.
Yes, you are very pretty.
Very pretty.
This is tough stuff to figure out, man. The battery thing was maybe a little questionable, but
I don't remember.
Well, yeah, but even after we reminded you, you still were like, okay, so what do I do with it though? Well, you take the broken battery out and you put a not broken battery in, and you see what the device does once it's powered. That'll work tomorrow too, lol. Yeah, I feel you, Light. I feel you. No need to say sorry. This was all really fun. Well, good. I'm glad.
Oh, good. I'm happy.
Again, as someone who takes my YouTube channel very seriously, having random technical difficulties like this due to some sort of tech problem that I haven't been able to diagnose is very stressful to me, so I feel the need to apologize. But I'm glad that everyone's having fun, because that's the goal. Sympathize. If anything, I'd recommend rebooting your PC just before stream in case it's a memory issue. I've done stuff like that as well, Domino Pivot. I've tried a lot of things. I've completely disconnected my second monitor when I'm streaming in case it's like some sort of memory issue with like my virtual memory or my GPU or something like that, and that has helped until tonight. And then now we've got stuff crashing even with that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm worried that it's something with my GPU. I don't know why it would be something with my GPU. It could be a RAM issue. If that's the case, I have to get more DDR4 RAM. It could be an SSD issue, in which case I need to either get a new SSD or like reformat the other SSD that I have to have my OS on it, which would be a whole thing. So that's where I save like a lot of video stuff. There's a lot to consider, but you know, I'll talk with Light and other folks in the Discord who have technical know-how, and try to keep getting it figured out. So, since modern Windows doesn't make a proper reboot when you just shut it down and power it back on. Yeah. Game's harder for Jane since she's been playing it over a long period. Exactly. 100%.
Yep.
Definitely still a fun stream. Grateful for more of this. Yeah, me too, Caffeine. Absolutely. Can't think of why it would be a GPU issue. I can't either, because that's what I've been saying. This is the last thing I'll say, because again, my phone's about to die and we got to get ready for bed. But, and thank you everyone for coming and hanging out, including new folks who've been watching other series or the Outer Wilds series. I appreciate having you all around. I promise this is not the vibe I try to engender on the channel. It's just what the current situation has been. But yeah, that's why, like, I keep saying, literally everything is fine. Like, I can be running Armored Core 6 at max settings and cruising around, no frame drops, no stutters, no issues whatsoever, until everything just hard crashes. So it makes me feel like it's not my GPU, because if the GPU was actually dying, I don't think it'd be able to achieve that level of performance most of the time. What that means that it is then, I'm unsure about. But that's where we'll look at error logs and try and figure something out. Hard to say. Fair enough, I'm a software person. I too sweat when things don't work and it's likely hardware. Yep, exactly. More of a hardware guy anyway for light. Yeah, and that's part of why you've been able to help me out so much with various issues I've had over the years. Outer Wilds isn't even a GPU game, it's a CPU game. Yeah, and I'm wondering if there could be something wrong with my CPU then. I don't know. Because it seems like I have the most issues when I'm streaming or recording, which uses a lot more CPU. So maybe my CPU is going. I don't know. I'll have to test some stuff. Figure it out. Vibe has been awesome. I agree, Nami. I agree. So, thank you guys for hanging out. We will do more Outer Wilds next Tuesday. Guaranteed. That's at Halloween.
Oh yeah, I can't.
We'll figure it out. Maybe like Wednesday or something. Then like the 1st of November or something like that instead. Maybe. Yeah. Well, Jane and I will talk about it. We'll talk with you guys. We'll figure it out. But sometime within the next 6 to 8 days. Also, so long, PC willing, more streams of Final Fantasy VI, getting Crimson Tactics going again. All that stuff is in the works. So keep your eyes peeled, keep your notifications on, all that type of good stuff. I'll put up stream notifications when I've got stuff scheduled. And more videos, as always, to come as well. So, see you guys later. Have a good night, everybody. See you later, Canada. Thank you so much, guys. I do hope you all have a good night. Stay safe and healthy out there. And remember, be good to each other, everyone. Bye, y'all.
Bye! Thanks for coming!
Yeah! Yes, I know you're crashing Outer Wilds. I know. You've been very good crashing the background. Okay.